These nuts. Hey, we're gonna turn off the face cam for now. We're gonna leave it up. You know what? We'll leave it up. We'll leave it up till I find a better solution, which is... There we are. We got a new layout for the most part. We have a border now. I've been AFK on the server for a few hours trying to figure out how the fuck to get a VTuber model set up, and it is very confusing. Well, thankfully it hasn't overflown or anything. But we're only streaming till Tommy starts streaming because I don't want to miss the maid stream. But you know, we're doing something truly crazy, I would say. Like, I think from a standpoint, it is what we are going to attempt to do is kind of insane. Oh god. It's utterly bonkers. Oh shit. My internet's shitting itself. I don't know why. Oh, maybe it's TeamSpeak. Maybe TeamSpeak being open. Also, in a turn of events, my shelf has changed. I know it's hard to see. I've made the face cam really small. We'll raise it up a tiny bit. I should really make a screen for the face cam alone. But we're not going to do that right now. But if you are able to see, we changed the shelf. It had alcohol on it last time, but I decided... Well, I didn't decide to move it down because I was like, maybe that's too much for a stream. I don't care too much. But I got this guy, this big fella, and I needed a place to put him, so I put him right there, and I moved the alcohol, and I was like, you know, we'll just have a Sonic shelf. I might rearrange it, have this guy turned, so that would give us more room. But we got that guy, we got Sonic's. I'm very good at this, I'm aware. For right now, while we're sitting up, but not having a good posture of sitting up, just put it in here. So what we're doing till Tommy starts is we started a project with one of our neighbors, Elu. He built a guardian farm. And we gotta decorate this. Also, we need to make like a big thing. I forgot we can't get to the island that way because there's no portal set up. You'll be able to see it from here. We're building an island. And we're gonna attempt to build it all the way to the ground. And then we are going to build a bridge from there to here. This is already where like the bridge is gonna connect up. It's gonna be made out of copper, and it's gonna be kind of like that. Except I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna have to get a lot of honey, which means I'm gonna have to make a bee farm. But as to give you a scope for how big this island is already, this is just the front of it. And we got this. The farm's right here. And so that island is right here. I think we're either gonna have it dip down, or we're gonna have it come back up, which was the original plan, because I'm pretty sure It wasn't supposed to go past here, or it was supposed to end here, but I made it way bigger. And it'll dip back up here, or we'll just do something. So this is currently how big the project is. And we've gone through like 2 to 3 shulker boxes, maybe only 2. And then we're gonna fill this up with more buildings, like we did with our island over there, except, you know, we're putting in the extra effort of making the island ourselves. Why? I'll get back to you on that. I don't know. I had a weird idea one time of like, I want to continue adding on to this village, but I can't put stuff in there unless I add more land mass. And I was like, originally it was going to be on the opposite side, because that's where my mind was telling me. But then I was like, what if we could just put it over the monument, and then I could have the farm, because the entire reason I didn't want anyone to make a farm out of this sea temple was because it would look ugly, and I don't want it to look ugly around my base. So I hit up Elu, my neighbor, and was like, hey, do you know if guardians can spawn with blocks of a guardian farm can still work with blocks above it? And he was like, let me do some testing. And he was like, yeah, we can. Well, he didn't answer that. He just tested out guardian rates or whatever. And he was like, hey, we could do this. And then I was like, all right. And so we decided to put it over here. This was still going to be, I feel like this island was going to be not as big as I ended up making it. Like, I still feel like in my head, it wasn't going to be this big. I just accidentally made it this big because when I was drawing the outline, I was like, oh shit. I think I wanted to make it the size of the Guardian Temple and just make it like a small little thing. But I've blown it out of proportion. Way too much. There's the border, by the way. But thankfully it won't reach there. I think I think this island was going to be the end of it on this part. And then we're going to match it up. And I think the beginning of the farm was actually supposed to be like slightly like over here. Like, I think it was right here that it was supposed to be. Right here was supposed to be the start. And obviously, as I keep saying, I did too much. Also, I got a trident from Elu, which means I have less inventory space. Thanks, Elu. Up there is going to be like a plane or a helicopter. He said he would do that. But I might, depending on how long it takes. I can't imagine it'd take long, considering it didn't take long to just make this farm. We need torches, though. I forgot to make torches on the way here. Also, we might either build over the island, or we might... If we build over the island, we can harvest it for all of its dirt and stuff. So maybe it's a good idea if we do that. But right now, we're just trying to get a sense of how we want the shore to look. Because we're going to obviously layer this up a bit more. I feel like we should do some of this. Because where this stone is where I feel like I'm not really, like, building with that in mind. So we're gonna try and build with that in mind right now. You see this middle click action that's going on? This is the reason why 1.8 fucking sucks. Oh, we're out of that. So these are the ones without it. We got one more row of this, and we got 3 more. And with that, we've been able to do, like, the outline, and we've been able to do this. So, I don't know how many, like, blocks it's gonna take. I've never attempted to build an island from scratch. I don't know why I was like, hey, let's build an island from scratch. I think it's wanting to do something and like, oh, I'm limited due to the island I'm on. Because it's like, damn, bro, I don't have much space because the island is only so big. Also, damn, we're really close to that. That's going to be visible at all times, which is not going to be fun. But then again, I am at full, like, thing. Full render distance. I also feel like I'm on a server with a lot of people who know how to build, and I think I'm saying this, but I'm not sure if it's true, but I want to say it. I want to try and do better than I normally do, because there are some good builders on here, and I want to beat them at their own game. Especially since this is gonna be my last season, because I'm not on here because I'm subscribed to their Patreons. I'm on here because it was an invitation, and I don't know if they're gonna have like a +1 thing again. So as of right now, I think I'm kind of happy with how this is turning out. It's turning out a lot more natural than I was expecting it to. I didn't know how I wanted to do this, if I wanted to build like a peak mountain, and then I was like, let's build it flat, because if you're gonna build a city, you kind of want it on like flat lands, right? So it's kind of gonna be like a case of it's flatter. The top is flatter, that's where all the buildings will go. I think instead of what we did over there, in which case there was no green, I think over here is going to be like more natural, kind of. Like there's a bit more greenery. I think the outer rims are going to be like beaches and greens. I think one thing we will... What the fuck? I want to try and make the middle area where the Guardian farm is. I kind of want to make that like a park area. With like a big statue in the middle, so that well, it's not like one of those farms where, because it uses nether portals. When I was thinking about the Guardian farm, I was thinking like the Iskel farm from the current season of Hermitcraft, so I was thinking like it'd be like an overworld thing and you'd have access to it. But I guess we can do that with like the Guardian Temple. I think we're gonna keep this hollow for now though. I don't think we're gonna do any draining or anything for a bit. I don't even know if I want to drain it. Yeah, we want some areas to be more of a dip down. Because I feel like if we made it all like a smooth transition, it wouldn't look very natural. I feel like for parts like this would lead into like a good sort of balance. I think it's turning out pretty good, actually. No notification yet. It seems weird to be like, I'm only gonna stream until someone else streams, because that could be literally any minute. Usually streams are at 9 or 10, so we might have like an hour or 2 or 30 minutes, I guess. Left, but you know, that's fine, really. I just kind of wanted to get a bit more progress, because I wanted to stream me making this. And I was like, I don't want to miss the maid stream, you know? The good old Tommy maid stream. Whoa. Does it look good? Yeah, it kind of looks natural, right? Like, it's not perfect and it kind of like feels weird, but at the same time I feel like my own slay OCD gets in the way when making natural terrain, but I think I'm doing a decent job. Yeah, I should go get some torches, shouldn't I? I should also set up a portal, but I don't want to break that. I think I was thinking about it and I was like, we should set up a portal so that it's like, why are there fucking phantoms? I sleep through the night. I've slept through the night on several occasions. Like right here. What do you mean there's 4 of them? I don't know. I kind of like the border. It's kind of like it's like the Sonic Colors GUI, but at the same time, I'm also like it's like a more detailed Scott the Woz border, which is hilarious because Scott the Woz lives in Toledo as well, which was the greatest discovery I think I've ever heard. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, obviously, it won't look perfect until we can get it curved down. We're gonna sit back a bit. What the fuck is going on in the RR Discord? Oh, they're watching the top 100 selections. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of them in there. Sorry. My hand wasn't over the mute button. What we need is copper. I wish we had a world download for this, because I would really like to be able to test out how I want the arches. We got a decent amount of blocks for that. But I guess the only way to do that would be to... I think it's gonna be like this. I think we might change the material of the road to be something else, but maybe like gravel. I don't know. Pizza. By the way, if you want to keep up with my streams, I've never advertised this before. I got a Discord. Exclamation point Discord. We also got exclamation point monkey with an E instead of a Y. Or without the Y, because there's an E and a Y. So just forget the Y. It pulls up a funny gif of a monkey. I really feel like we should actually start the bridge so we have like a genuine way over there. I think we should outline it with like cobblestone or something. I don't know how much cobblestone we got though. No, we don't have much. Because I usually mine out stone, because stone is a lot more useful than cobblestone for me. Because I live in a fucking cave most of the time. Also, I noticed one of my skyscrapers in the village. I might make it taller. Because I'm realizing that I can't see it from the island. And I'm like, well, goddamn, I really want to be able to see it from the island so that there's like a tall building. And I was trying to not make them overshadow the other ones, but I was like, the more I think about it, I'm like, That's usually what skyscrapers are for most of the time. Well, that and just a lot of space and a upward because you don't want to go outward. But still. Probably shouldn't, like, be in the Tommy Discord. So that when a notification happens, I could just see the white dot. Just gonna put my... I don't want to put my phone on it. Coca-Cola coffee. See, this is why you buy Coca-Cola coffee. Because it doesn't taste good, but it's a good paperweight. Also, I fucking found... I've been trying to... I was thinking about it, and I was like... For the... Oh, for the stream, I want to get a second account so that when I build this island, it like I have like a second camera that I can click to, and it's like an overhead shot. So I was looking for my old account that I've been trying to look for a while because I want a cam account, but I cannot find for the life of me. And I actually tried looking again. I finally found the account, but I think it got hacked, as most of my secondary accounts do. Despite the fact that I had an email set for it, I add. I had an email set for it. But I think what happened is that they reported it, that it was their account. And they had the transaction ID or whatever. I don't know how they got it. Probably, I don't know if you can hack for the transaction IDs or whatever. And I think they did that because it's no longer hooked up to the email that it was. And you can still find it if you just search up like my Twitch name, Danopolis Studios. It will still be there. They went back to Crazy Hopper, which was the original name when I was gifted the thing. So I gotta find a way to get that back. I messaged the person who gave it to me, and they said they don't remember the account. It is a case of, but I am to ask, because I asked them for if they still could get the transaction ID. They said they don't remember it. And right now I'm trying to ask them, hey, can you rummage through your emails, like do like some, because that's how I found it. I just searched Mojang and I kept looking through all my emails, for which the one I bought it for. Now, this was like before a time where before you needed to have an email associated with the Minecraft account. So that I've lost that account, so I'm hoping that'll happen. If not, I'm going to try and get in contact with Mojang support and at least try to like give as much image proof that it is my account despite not having the transaction ID, because I did not personally buy the account. and hope that that works. Otherwise, another account that I could have used is lost to me in time, like my Roblox account that I can't use anymore because none of the games that I want to play work with if you're under 13. And the person who hacked my account was like, yo, wouldn't it be funny if I changed the age to 13? Because you can fucking change your age to be under 13 if you're 18, but you cannot change it upwards. So I am stuck like this. Because I think it's also like if you try to email and be like, hey, can I have my account be older? They're like, just like, nah, no. So I don't have a Roblox account for a few years until apparently I don't even remember what age it was that it was set to. I gotta wait a few more years though. Smear, you're very funny. How can I be as funny as you? That should be enough. Yeah, that's way more cobble than I need. What? Oh. That's way more cobblestone than I need, but we're gonna use it all anyways. Smear. Smear, smear, smear. You are so funny. Smear, you remember how last night I showed you my base? Well, I've, within the time that it's been, I've started adding a completely new island. I was telling you about this, and I was telling you that I want to build an entire island. The farm is in place, so now I just gotta build it. Yeah, we're gonna put another city like this. Right now we're just gonna try and get the outline for the bridge going. Something tells me that's not gonna be long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. I wear glasses. I just don't wear them most of the time when on the computer, despite the fact that they have blue light capabilities. Or, like, yeah. Alright, the stream is starting 2 hours from now, so I got a bit of time. Hey, bread elementalist. Oh, I'm dying. Oh. Oh. Nope, that's Streamlabs. I think 10 is a good starting point. Ten is a good start off point for a bridge this big. So we have to attempt at least. Poggers. That's not my best. I just didn't want to do anything better because I hate Smear Bear. So this is, if I remember correctly, this is 69. I think the other area is like What is it over here? We should have gotten the coordinates for each corner. This is okay, so we need to be like one above, which is fine because actually the grass is going to be up here, so it's going to line up perfectly. So we don't need to worry about it really. I think what we'll do is build until I think we have like the middle row, and then we'll duplicate it on the other side, which I think is a better idea than just going each side because that's a lot of moving back and forth. That's not really necessary. Oh, fuck. Oh. Yeah, you just noticed the rating? I've had it for a while now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Do we want it to? I think this will be the last curve. Because I don't think we want it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Alright, fuck. What's the, 3. Alright. $63. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I feel like I should move it, but I kind of want to. Well, the Sonic stuff isn't that important actually, as much as it is to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this will 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I also lean a lot. I try to have better coordination, but I think at this point I'm just fucked leaning. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and alright, I've lost count. What the fuck? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now we're back on track. Hopefully. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we just gotta build that one more. Alright. Yeah, this is why I'm building an outline instead of just starting to build the bridge. Yeah, I'm using internal shaders. Why? Why do you ask, Smearbear? At gmail.com. Sorry if that's your real Gmail. I doubt it though. And then it is, and then it's fucking cringe. Shader? Oh, that's probably like, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Oh no. I've completely fucked this. 1, 2. I use Fabric and Optifine because I got Optifabric. I have Fabric because Booba. Also, well, no, we had a voice chat mod, but then they got rid of it. So I had Fabric installed for that, and I just kept all the mods afterwards once it wasn't supported. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me finish this. Oh, it's just a straight shot, I guess. We just gotta mimic what we did on the other side. The M for mature rating is because this isn't a mature rated. This isn't a stream for kids. You're so funny, Smearbear. I think we're good now. I think we can lay out like the first bits of copper, but at the same time, maybe if we're gonna lay down the copper. Yeah. I think we're gonna need to farm up some bees, so we might need. I think we should maybe make a bee farm before we start laying down the copper, so we can get the honey. We can get the thing. It's bees. That is correct. I'm gonna do something that I might regret. I'm gonna mod you, Smear, because you're someone I sadly trust. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna make that a... I feel like you'll know what I want you to ban specifically. But if you're not sure, ask me. I've already gone through and stream, I think, Nightbot and banned certain words that I really do not want people to say. That should not be said. I feel like you'll know what I want you to ban from people, but if you're not sure, just ask me. Mainly people who are annoying spammers. Links, I'll give you a bit of a warning beforehand on the links, depending on if someone said they'll post a link and I give it the okay. But you should ask me first because I feel you won't pay attention, nor will you be here all the time. Yeah. Well, thankfully, we got so many bees over here. But we only got 2 of these, so... Jesus Christ. Alright, we need to make a bee farm. We need to make a bee farm. Honeycomb farm. Auto honeycomb farm. This looks complicated. This looks fucking complicated as hell. Alright, well. Well, we got it. We're gonna put these on before I forget. Let's feed our cows, I guess. Is this still running? I think it is. We're gonna feed our cows real quick. I think all the cows, for the most part, are... Otis. No. The best part about 1.17 is that you could very much model Otis into the game. And that's the weirdest part about Minecraft now. Pizza. Pizza. I think it's more difficult. I don't think you can actually... I've tried. I think in older versions you needed a mod or something. Thin Air. I got the pizza from Thin Air. I'm just a fucking wizard. Why? Did it yield any interesting results? No, it's Little Caesars. This is a really good good pizza place, and I won't hear otherwise. I think we'll put the bees right here. I don't think we need a huge bee farm. I think we just, because we don't use copper that often. We're building a bee farm because we need a source of honey so that when we build the bridge, we can oxidize or wax the copper so it stays orange. So we need some starter honey so we can make like at least 4 hives. And then, thankfully, I think our beehive are like full, meaning we got a lot of excess bees. So if we just wait till nighttime, we can go and collect the bees that refuse to go away. I know I have some honeycombs in here. Maybe not. Alright, maybe not. Unless I put it in one of my many other barrels. Yeah, alright. Bee emoji. I like the way the island actually looks from over here. Like, you just see the island. It kind of looks natural, other than the stone. I will admit, obviously, it does look good. I think I'm doing a good job of it, despite not really doing this major of terraining. Because I don't really do terraining too much. I usually just build the buildings. I used to only be good at interiors, so I would build in caves a lot, and I still kind of do that nowadays because I build my my mechanical stuff underground, and I build my more normal stuff above ground. That's how my past few houses are. You were on Vanilla Twist, right? Yeah. You should do something exterior. You should change up how you build every once in a while. You left the SMP? What do you mean? Like you left the Discord? Because like the SMP's been dead for a while. Unless you're talking about something else. I don't know if you remember the world, but it was just an exterior base, and then I made like underground area. So same gist as this. Originally, I was gonna do the same thing as Vanilla Twist on this server, but due to the border, I had to stop, and I didn't. So I would have had to wait a bit to do that. Well, I was gonna do that idea mixed with another SMP idea of digging bedrock. A house with an underground. Where I digs to bedrock and I outline the walls with villages, with a village, and that would be my villager trading hub. But then, due to the border, which I think was right here, I built this, and then I was gonna make like this little garden area, and this wasn't gonna be a city. This was gonna be a garden with like farms, because I think I was gonna try and go for a more natural farm and not do the underground farms again, like I did last time. But I ended up scrapping that in favor for, and I just did this. I don't know what made me do this. I think I was gonna go for this building style, but still like do a natural thing. But then I just decided to go modern, mostly modern, kind of, not really. Because obviously the border expanded and I was finally able to build. I don't think it was right there, actually. I think it might have been like right here or something. A little bit ahead. Oh wait, I know how to fucking test it out, where it was. The cave that I have, which is right here. I think it was right here, actually, because I remember I had access to this cave before the border expansion. And the border expanded and all that. And then later on we added these two trees, which was going to be houses. Because I wanted to put something here because it looked plain. What were we going to do? I have forgotten. ADHD is a bitch. Bee farm. Yes, you're right. So a few things I want to do with this farm. I want to, it has to be automatic, but I think what I want to do is I want to have an import system for shears. Because I don't want to have like a manual backroom. I kind of just want a hopper that'll dispense them outwards. Alright, that only made us 2. So we're gonna need 2 more harvests. Which thankfully, due to the bee farm we currently have, it kind of already does that. See, it's already full. It hasn't even been a day. Oh. There we go. Now we have 4. The power of magic tricks. What once was 3 is now 4. I'm a magician. Alright. That's a lot of bees. Alright, we're gonna try and do this. Nope, that's not what I... Nope. Nope, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, you, come back. Don't you want a place to put that pollen? Don't fuck up. Alright, well. Where the fuck have they gone? Oh my god. No! Stop. My doors! Where are the doors? Zombies keep fucking breaking down the doors. Oh shit. Hi, bee. Bumblebee. We need to hunt down these bees. Because despite the fact that I'm pretty sure they had a patch note saying, hey guys, bees will no longer just fuck off away from their hive. They still kind of do that. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Fuck, why is he all the way up there? Alright. We can't... There's... Okay, there's 2 right there. Alright. Oh. God damn. Alright, let's... God damn lag. Ah! You. Don't you want to come in? Don't you want to go in there? Don't you want to go in here? God damn you. Wait. Fuck. You, come in here. Go in there. 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 How many fucking escaped? Alright. Alright. Um, I saw like 4 of them. What the fuck? Where did they go? Oh, there's one. God damn it. Alright, you. Come in. Come in. Come in. Alright, that's 4. Did only 4 escape? I'm not sure. I wish I could tell. Hopefully we don't lag. Alright, well. God. My internet on this server fucking sucks. It feels like it's all of them. But I am not 100%. I'm not certain to say that is the absolute truth. Yeah, no. Alright. Why the fuck is he all the way up there? It's an EU server. I don't know. I would assume that. I assume it's an EU server because the owner is. I don't know what ethnicity, but I know it's not US. So I'm gonna assume EU, despite the fact that I probably shouldn't. A B, Bumblebee. I need this bee to come down. I need it to come close enough. I need it to go. Alright, if you could just stop. Stop. Go to land. Go to land. Are you sure, Mojang, that you made a change to bees to where they don't stray too far away from their hives to make sure that they're not loading in chunks and lagging things? Because it sure seems like you haven't, because they're very much straying far away from those. Fuck's sake. You, go away. I need you to stop circling. I can't place a hive here. Stop. Stop dying. Stop. 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 Would it just be quicker if I just pillared? I feel like at this point it would. Hey you, come over here. I got a fresh beehive for you. Why are you going up? Stop. Stop going up. Hey yo, there's a hive over here. I know you see it. You're doing flips for it. These little motherfuckers go quickly. Like, jeez. Was it 5 though? The problem is that if it was like 6 or whatever that escaped, we're fucked. I think we've spent too much time dicking around with these other ones. That I think that if there was a 6th one, it's gone. It is out of here. It is far, far gone from here and will not be seen again unless I just so happen to get lucky and spot them. Because these motherfuckers travel fast. They travel fast as fuck. Oh, I could see the border despite it being all the way over there. Yeah, I think it's gone. We'll just... Alright, there's a creeper. Alright. Oh, Arctic. Has Arctic update fully to 1.17? Or is it like only certain servers? I would assume it all would change. I don't wear armor. It distracts from the skin. I like the skin. I might try 1.8, the 1.17 Arctic, but at the same time, my problem with UHC is the combat. And going back to 1. Even if we are on 1.17, it's 1.8 combat, and I will not have fun either way. Even with all the new stuff, I will not have fun. I think making it 1.17 greatly expands the horizon of what you can do with like resource packs and like scripting and stuff like that, especially with data packs added to the game. You could greatly like go farther with ideas. The problem is I don't like 1.8, and I really do not think they're going to take full advantage of that, especially with things, the scripts and stuff. Because I think it's all based around 1.8, and nothing will be, and it will not at all be a better thing. I think I wouldn't mind 1.8 PvP if it wasn't so rod spammy, and also if they kept like nerfed but kind of kept the different attributes of the different tools to use as a weapon, because I kind of really like that. I really like that idea. Because I will always be down. I do think 1.17 PvP needs to be faster, but I think that doesn't mean go back to 1.8. I think that because 1.8 still sucks. 1.8 PvP sucks. Just entirely. So I think you need to like find a middle ground or whatever. I think it's fine. I just do believe it needs to be faster. I mean, for like mobs and stuff, it's perfectly fine. Alright, it's just not loading, I guess. Yeah, it's fine for mobs. But again, it's just one of those things for me. It's like, it's not what going back to 1.8 is not what PvP needs. It's just that people are going to do it. Because they don't want to try and do something new with it. They want to, like, they hate 1.9 plus PvP, but they don't, like, I feel like unless you're, like, an SMP player, you don't really hear you don't really hear many people talking about, like, how to take what we got and make it better, we hear go back. And I feel like whenever discussing certain things, it should always be how can we adjust rather than how can we let's just go back. Unless it was like a really awful feature that in no way could improve. But that being said, that does not apply for what I'm talking about, and I will not let it be that. I will not let it be that way. Well, of course you're gonna think it's good because it's the plus sides of 1.17 with the combat of 1.8. So I'm in the boat where I would rather play UHC. If I did play a UHC, I would rather be on 1.17 just in general. Like no changes. But obvious but I'm at least happy with this cuz I can play NRR and I can middle click blocks into my hand. That's good. And it'll at least look good, especially if I have a shader enabled. Alright, we got our bees. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to build the bee cave. Have you been playing more of the newer versions? Let's outline this. I guess for me playing me playing 1.17 so much, I've just grown used to it. A few months now. I don't remember when I started. I can look on the server though. Around June is when I started. Thank you. It's not all me because I have a person who built a little base next to industrial district next to me, but I get all the perks that come with that, such as they build a farm for me because I want to build an island around it. And also, because I think their industrial district is more for resources for other people, I get to reap the rewards, and I could also sell this for a profit. So I think that's pretty cool, honestly. Honestly, I'm just glad I got access to sea lanterns. Because before I had to buy it, and the only person who owns a sea lantern store on here does not get on regularly enough to stock it. Meaning I'd have to message them, hey, can I get a special order? And then they'd have to go AFK. But with this made now, I don't have to spend diamonds on it. And the reason I want sea lanterns specifically, it's gonna lag if I do this, but we're gonna do it anyway as a demonstration. Complimentary. Seuss PTGI actually would work, which is actually free now, so one of the best shaders out there is currently free. You don't need to subscribe to the Patreon right now. I don't know if it's only like a limited time thing or this version of PTGI is just free forever. I would assume free forever. It is the ray trace shaders, the shaders that first started ray tracing, and it's really good. All right, this isn't giving a good example because I gotta mess with shader options, I guess. It's not gonna blow up. It hasn't yet. Water, realistic-ish, water refraction. You can kind of see it actually because it's like it's kind of showing in the background why I like sea lanterns. Rain puddles on. But it's the blue light. I really like blue light. It's mostly it's fine for the most part, except for the main problem with it is it doesn't look as good right now. Why doesn't it? I swear it looks good. Maybe it's because it's in my hand. It's kind of lagging right now because my base itself is laggy rather than anything. Let's try Seuss. Let's try Seuss because I know Seuss PTGI E12 gives it off a low light like a thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it gives off a blue light, but it's more dark, and also this doesn't give off life. But it's cool. I really like this. I don't like that. I don't know why it does that. But it's kind of cool. Kind of. And also, I kind of like it though. I wanted to go for like a thing. I don't know how I feel about this glowing, but I do like the light reflecting off of it. I wanted to give it a very industrial look. That's honestly what I was hoping for. And so we might change the floor. This is HRR, which I think is the newest shader by them. Which I think is supposed to be like slightly better than usual. But the reflections and stuff are no longer like built into the shaders, but are basically you need one of the. It's more resource pack based. It goes for more realistic lighting, which is why it looks. It's a lot darker than the other one. Yeah, it looks kind of weird, I guess. But I kind of like it. It looks kind of cool. We're gonna turn the shaders though. We're gonna try and look through resource packs right now, though. Because I added a resource pack, but it won't show up for some reason. There it is. Trans B. The ocean, I'll go look at the ocean, honestly. Now we have trans bees. Real quick, let me do this real quick. Alright. I'm surprised you want me to go look at the ocean smear for someone who hates the ocean. Or have you gotten over your fear of the ocean? Honestly, I hope they add more, like, they make the ocean 10 times more scary. Like, they have, like, more sea creatures that are 10 times your size. Like a whale. Like, imagine a whale going through here and, like, you're the size of its eyeball. In-game. Shaders. We'll do PTGI right now. I hope they add more wildlife. Honestly, I'm glad they added fish. I'm glad they added guardians, and I'm glad they added glow squids. I want more. It's a type of shaders. Obviously. Oh, wait. Yo. That doesn't look as good there, because I don't think shaders have figured out how to do this correctly. So it looks a bit weird. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna turn off PGGI because it's lagging and I'm fucking scared as hell for my computer. I'll turn this one on. Oh, it's weird. I haven't looked at this one properly. I think it's more of like a stylistic shaders than anything. Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, it's more of a stylistic thing. Shader options, atmosphere, fog on. The ocean does look pretty cool. Reflections, water, reflections, specular mapping. Oh. That's like... It's very blue. White world. Does that mean like white light? It's a cool shaders. I don't think it's what I want though, or like what I look for in a shader. It does look cool though, despite the fact that it in my this area is not should not have shaders. Um, what did I use? Let's get BLS in here. I don't like BLS because I think it has too much bloom or it's too like bright. It's a very bright shaders. Like every just thing just looks a lot lighter. And as far as I can tell in here, I cannot turn it off. There's a border until 1.18 as to make sure that the world does not so that we can get the new stuff without going so far. It kind of looks better without the bloom. I think one thing that might help is if we actually turn this down for a bit. Kinda, I don't know. It's a good shader. There's a reason it's #1 on CurseForge, but it's not my thing. This one's pretty good. I like the way the water looks. Silders is pretty good as well. I think it goes for more of a red light though. Also, this is just a waving effect and not just like swinging, but whatever. It's pretty good. It used to be my favorite for a bit. Seuss Renewed is a lesser version of Seuss PTGI, but it was the free option before I think they made E12 sort of like the normal. But yeah, we're gonna go off so we can go back to the basic shaders so we can get this farm done actually. Video. Penn Station. Oh, I don't want to sub. Really lightweight shaders. Alright, if you want lightweight, I think there's a wiki for it, but I think the ones that are good, uh, I think complementary is really good if you don't turn up all the settings. I think it's like a lightweight version of this BSL. Oceanic's good, very stylized. Silders is lightweight. Voyager, I'm not sure. Did we test that one? I'm pretty sure we did. This one's okay. I think if you're gonna use shaders, you gotta make sure your base isn't too laggy. So I'd recommend not doing what I did and build everything so close together. Like, it runs decently fine. I think it's all the villagers downstairs. I learned from watching Hermitcraft today that apparently villagers are really laggy, but Grain, he used Green or whatever. He used double carpet trick to disable like their AI so they're not as laggy. I did not do that. I was not aware of that. That was a thing. So we need some dispensers for this because I don't. Yeah, we only got like 2 left. We only used 4. Alright. So we need some string. And thankfully for me, I'm really glad about this. We do have a cave spider spawner. We got several cave spider spawners, but we made a actual farm out of them. Not all of them, just these 2. Later we might add this 3rd one, which is right here. And then later on, we might convert these 2 also into a cave spider farm, even though we don't need it. We got a lot of cave spiders in this one general area, and when I saw those 2 back there after building this farm, I was like, well, god damn it. I mean, this one's closer overall, so it's like, it's just better. We'll get like 2 of these, 3 of these. We'll make like a stack of bows or whatever. We don't need to. We don't need to, but we're going to. Because I am insane. So we need like... Should we make... We need dispensers. Yeah, because that's how we do the shears. We need that many bows so we can make dispensers. Yeah, you figured it out. You have a big brain sometimes, but you got it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. So we need 7 cobblestone. We don't have cobblestone. I think that'll make us 3 stacks of sticks. How many sticks do you get from one of these? 2. Alright, we just need 1, I guess. Alright, so we got our bow situation dealt with. I probably shouldn't have done that. You know what? Well, it's fine. We got... Elu is providing us plenty of stone. We don't... if we leave a few here, it's fine. Cobblestone. And then we need redstone. So if we just... 6, 7... If we just do that, we get our redstone. And then we craft all the bows and leave them on the ground. We can just quickly craft it. Which thankfully it's easier to do now. Thanks to the inventory crafter. Which I don't know how I felt about this when it first came out. But I kind of like it. I kind of liked it afterwards, mainly. Wasn't there like a way to like mass throw stuff out? Or am I just being stupid and not remembering correctly? Oh, can we not do this trick? Alright, we gotta do this. Alright, we probably should have filled our inventory with something. I'm not doing this as correctly as I probably should have. Oh, we got a wandering trader. You know what? Let's just 5, 6, 7. And then we need one thing of redstone. And then, you know, let's just fucking fill the rest of this with stone. Well, except for one, obviously. Well, no, that wouldn't work either, because we need to... Let's just keep 12. Why is there like a stack missing? Oh, it's probably because it's like... Right, alright. Well, we'll do this the other way then. We're trying to get this... Oh my god, I threw it. No! There we go. There we go. Michigan! What a funny person. Oh my god. Why are dispensers like the worst thing? That's 4, 5. Let's put it in the one slot. Alright. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, I can't. Alright, I can't do that. Damn it. I mean, I'm getting into a rhythm, thankfully. But it's not as smooth as I want it to be. This isn't taking as long as I thought it would. But at the same time, it's not like a, oh, this is so easy. This is the best process on how to do this. Nah, it just kind of sucks. Um, but we got it, so, I don't know. Alright, let's go kill this motherfucker up here. See ya, Smear. Have fun finding something to do. Well. Where'd the other lead go? What? Huh? There's one. There's one lead. Where's the second one? Ugh. Well. Alright, you stay there until you're ready to re-enter society. Now that we got that, how many observers do we have? We have 5, so we got enough for right now, but we will have to make more. Thankfully, those are relatively easy to make. Alright. If I were to guess how this is going to work, is place these right, well, not like that, but like right here. What time is it? It's like 10. We still got a bit of time before Tommy starts. Then we go with the observers. Actually, I think it's the other way around. Observers right here. And then like that, right? I don't know. I don't have the tutorial up. Oh no, that's not how they do it. Oh, they have it exactly like how I do, except reverse. So I did have it right the first time, I just wasn't thinking, as usual. Well, it's just a minecart system. Alright. We need more hoppers as well, god damn. Let's get the dirt and grass. Dirt. That is silk touch. And that'll start that process. Yeah, we'll go with this. Birch is a very bee-colored wood. Which is a weird, probably a weird statement, I'm sure of it, but... and to make sure that this bees don't go up here, we'll do that. Now we just get some flowers. Which we do not. Oh wait, we got bones. Alright, yeah. We'll just do that. Fuck. Sorry, again. I need to start having it be instinctual for me to just have my hand hover over my mute button. Because I really do not. That is not instinct for me. And so when I sneeze, everyone dies. let's hope, for our sake, that this will be able to produce enough honey, which we might need to go AFK for, honestly, which is fine. Once Tommy starts streaming, it should be good, actually. And I'll just AFK during this. I don't know if I'll start back up after this, after he's done. If not, I'll probably return at some point, or I might just continue this off camera. I don't know. I do want to document more of the island building, even if not very interesting from a standpoint. Because I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting to document something like this. Where it's like, I'm gonna build an entire island. And it probably is, maybe. I don't know. Hope that's not what I want. I don't know who necessarily would find it interesting, though. And honestly, if it is interesting to one of you, then I'm sorry that I haven't been doing it this whole time. Considering it's kind of what I advertised. Well, I said I was... What's the name of this stream? Making an entire dang island. So it is kind of what I advertised, but then I got sidetracked with the bridge. So... but depending on when the other person starts, I might... Oh my god. Can you not? This is gonna be a problem. I might be able to get some time in to finish this and build a bit more of the island before we have to go. To which also we will be raiding them. Even if it's only one person. By God, is Tommy the type of person who likes a raid anyways. Even if it's only one person. So we're gonna do it anyways. Oh wait, we gotta actually have a minecart on there. Alright, we need to have a thing to push him back. Hey, we're actually on top of it. Which means I guess the other side won't work either. You know, it's fine though. It's fine. What's a tiny little setback? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Block glitching is like the worst thing in Minecraft, and I don't know why the fuck it happens. I mean, I get it, it lags. Alright, yeah, that should be good. There's an Enderman in here. Where the fuck? Oh no. Is it fucking stuck again? Well, it wasn't. It just sure seemed like it. Okay, where is this guy then? Oh, he's right there. Huh. Wait a minute, where the fuck is this water coming from? Oh, you motherfucker. This is why I wear armor, but I wasn't wearing it. I forgot how much Enderman hit. Oh well. It didn't really, as long as we can at least get our stuff, then it's not really important. I didn't care about any of those levels. Hopefully we don't have a problem that we do sometimes, in which we lag. I've had a few problems where I lag, and it's like, man, you lagged. We're gonna, but, you know, you're lagging out, so, you know. Sorry, bro, we're gonna have to kick you from the server, but your items will still be there on the ground, and you didn't, like, I died of the lag. And it's like, oh, but your items will still be there. But you won't be able to get on for another 5 minutes. You won't be able to get on for a while, so you gotta hope your RNG is on your side today. God, you better hope it. You better, for the love of God, hope and pray. Now that we got this all set up, we can start putting in the bees. Obviously, though, we need to get shears. So let's head over, not to the iron farm. We're not gonna go there. Because that's like, I have to go through the nether and that shit, so we're not gonna go through that. Instead, we are going to go to my base, because I think we got enough iron to where we can make enough shears. 9 times 4. What's 9 times 4? I don't remember off the top of my head. Multiplication off the top of my head is not my strong suit, despite the fact that I know 36. So we need about a stack. We need about a stack of iron plus 8. We'll add in the auto thing later. We'll add in the auto system in a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So not even 2 stacks, not even 2 rows can be filled. Only 1 fill minus. That should be fine though. We'll just, yeah, I don't want to keep going down for this shit, so we'll just do that. Where did I put the flowers? Oh, it was that one. Trans B. Trans Bumble. And thankfully, even though it'll activate every stage it changes, at least I think, it will not shear it till full. So we should be good. And that's the bee farm. That's the bee farm basically done. We could go fancier with it, I guess, and we could have put it in a better spot, but I don't, as of right now, we do not need that much honey. We just need enough to fill up the bridge when it gets full. Oh shit. This is almost full. We might need to start doing something with that. We might start selling scaffolding. Why do I have this crossbow? I don't use it. We'll put it in here. Trans B, trans B. Did we do this right? It's showed in the video. The redstone kind of doing a thing like this. I'm not sure if we were supposed to follow that to a T, but I might need to. Hopefully we didn't fuck this up. Hey, there we go. Yeah, alright. It just needs to be at a full stage. Oh. What's wrong? Why isn't it going in? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? 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 Excuse me? What's wrong? Is it the redstone torch? We'll move it. I swear if it's the redstone torch. Nope, that didn't do anything. That didn't do jack shit. We did that for nothing. Alright, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I guess we need to make an unloader. Thankfully, we don't need to make a bubble column. But we have so many unloaders already, fuck's sake. Unless we just need more hoppers. We don't have any more hoppers. So, alright, let's just make a fucking unloader, I guess. But that'll be so much, like, work. I'll have to make, like, a redstone system or whatever. Oh, God. Why isn't it doing anything? You. Alright. Alright. Alright, you stop. You stop that. Be bitch. I think it's just how laggy it's becoming in here. Because I have so many of these, like, types of farms running. So it's probably just becoming too much. I think I'm making too many farms. I think at some point I'm going to have to stop and, like, make a new area or something. Why did you connect to that? Why did you connect to that? What? No, don't. Stop. God damn it. Alright, we built an unloader. Ah, fuck. Alright, that's a problem for the most part. Alright. We need to get more hoppers and all that. Fuck's sake. Alright. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Where did we get these hoppers? Alright, well, we don't need to worry about that. I was not aware of how many hoppers we had, apparently. Well, it won't be as compact in that corner, I guess, as it once was. Ugh. Minecraft make me... Ah, right. One of them was for the... Thankfully we got this. I don't have to make any more. Now I guess we'll just wait and see if it works, I guess. Or preferably do that. Yep. Oh, and it doesn't make any sound. Oh, that's glorious. Because it's not using bubble columns and stuff. Oh. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just love that. Alright, well now we got a source of honey, so I guess at some point we can AFK. It's currently almost 10:30. He did say 2 hours from now. And when did he post that? 8:47. Alright, so it hasn't exactly been 2 hours. So we got a bit of like 20 or so minutes till we gotta go, unless he starts slightly early. Probably doesn't want to start immediately because it's a maid stream, and my guess is that Tommy is not as enthusiastic about it as like someone like I would be about it. If I ever do a maid stream, it'll probably be a Twitch sub goal like Tommy did. But I'd probably make it a 24-hour stream. That'd be funny. It'd be funny to do a 24-hour stream as a maid. It wouldn't be. It would probably like I'd probably get very tired. So maybe like a 12-hour stream. We could invite a different celebrity of actors. If I ever get to the point that I could invite a celebrity onto a live stream of mine, I would totally have it be during a maid stream. Like if I broke out into the mainstream to the point where I was like getting like some of those YouTubers that get casts in movies, like fucking if I would use that power. With great responsibility comes great power, as they say. Obviously, that's what they say. And I think what they mean by that is if you have the opportunity to talk to celebrities, invite them to a maid stream, have them come on to your live stream and have your co-stars, see as you become a maid. I'm sure that would go good. Like it's like one of those things that national TV would like get a hold of. Popular star is doing a fucking cat maid stream. What the fuck? And it would be funny. But at the same time, it would be like one of those things where it's like, bro, like I feel like they would care way too much about it. Like, why the fuck is this fucking celebrity of all people doing a cat maid stream? And it's like, bro, who cares? I feel like too many celebrities can't do certain things that we can because they're in fear of getting canceled. Unless you're like someone like Chris Pratt, which can be openly, I guess. Well, not openly, because I don't think he's come out and said that. Because why would you want to? But through donations, has basically been like, I'm homophobic or whatever. Um, and you can still get roles like you're becoming Mario and Garfield. I don't know how. I mean, if the dude isn't any of those things, I sure hope he decides to say something about it. I don't think he said anything about it. But at the same time, it's like, why would you donate to homophobic and like transphobic churches and stuff like that, bro? I get you're Catholic or whatever, but like, bro, don't donate to those types of people. This is a trans positive stream, if you couldn't tell. We are, as evident by the person running it being transgender, despite doing a poor job for the most part displaying that. Probably, I don't know. Teach their own, really. I will not be bullied. I will. It's a kink. Ooh woo. I want to play Among Us. I wonder if they're. I haven't checked the Discord. I wonder if they are playing Among Us. Oh no, they're playing like GTA or whatever. I might go join them in a bit. Even though the Tommy SX stream is gonna start soon. Tommy sucks, I guess. It's no longer Tommy SX anymore. It's Tommy sucks, which is a shame after learning what sucks meant. Like what the fuck that was meant. SX stands for Sonic X, and that's really cool because Sonic X is a pretty cool show. If you haven't seen it, do, but maybe watch the sub if you want a better story. If you want funny, but still like, why the fuck would you change this shit because it's for kids? Then go for the dub, obviously. We're gonna smooth that out slightly. I think we should make this area like a dip off, like a straight dip. I kind of really want to do that. We were talking about celebrities, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I wonder how many celebrities out there secretly have like specific fetishes and kinks, but they cannot, for the life of them, say what it is, or else they will lose their career because people can't handle the fact that a celebrity or whatever has a fetish, and that them having that fetish has nothing to do with their work, and is just like a thing for them at home because they're allowed to have normal lives. It's weird to think about it because you're like, oh, you're breaking out into the mainstream, but unless you're like, you go in with the pretense of like what you are. Like if you're a type of person who's gonna hide who you are in public, and like you're also the type of person to sign a contract with Disney, which by the way, I would not recommend working for Disney, despite the fact that they are really big and could literally produce whatever. That I would never. Like if I ever got popular enough to the point where I could make any movie I want and any studio will take me in, really, because I'm just so popular. It's not gonna happen, but like, it's a scenario. Like if that ever happened and like Disney was like, and like Disney were at the table, like if it was Sony Animation, Warner Brothers Animation, um, uh, Illumination, and Disney, I would say fuck you to Disney, and I would say fuck you to Illumination unless they were willing to actually give me a decent budget and allow me to make an actually good movie, rather than what they usually do, which is low budget garbage. So if that's the case, then I'll gladly. But Disney, I fuck's sake, I can't stand some of Disney's like fucking business practices. Which, for someone saying they can't stand it, I should be able to give examples, but I'm not fucking able to give examples. Other than like the tweet from Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, shitting on them for being like, "Ayo, you're out here posting about happy LGBTQ gay. We support gays." And then behind the scenes you're like, "Hey, can you tweak that and make it less gay?" And I also like, I'll give them brownie points for adding gay representation and LGBTQ representation when it's not a secondary character that can be edited out of the international release for like other countries, you know? So that wouldn't work for Disney. Plus, I think at this point in my mind, I firmly believe that Sony Animations has a chance of being better than Disney. Like DreamWorks in a way, sort of. Like in my eyes, I like DreamWorks more than I do Disney. I like their movies because I think DreamWorks at their best is better than Disney. I don't know about Pixar though. I know probably even saying the words maybe Pixar could be like blasphemous for some people, like better than Pixar, but at the same time it's like I like Pixar's movies, they're fun. Um but I haven't seen any movies from them like that are necessarily like Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragons. Um I'd say the closest thing to like some of their other movies like Captain Underpants and stuff like that is like their Luca. Luca's the name of that movie, right? I think it is, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen it yet. I'm glad with their some of their newer movies, other than Lightyear, they are pushing for more of a like stylized look. Because I think stylization is like where animation needs to go. We've already gotten to the point where you can do realism. Like even Illumination, the movie that's like, hey, what if we made movies on a budget? Is able to do it. Like Sing 2, some of the reflections on that are pretty cool. Um, but it's like, so it's like not that impressive anymore. Um, I, I don't like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie style. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I really don't like it. I get it's what it's trying to do. It's trying to do like a Peanuts thing, but I feel like it should do the Peanuts thing from Blue Skies, uh, but better, but more so like the Peanuts style. Because I feel like the Peanuts style, in that movie, it still tries to be very 2D with its like cinematography. So even though it has like all these fancy effects and stuff like that, it's like, whoa, dude, that's some pretty cool. It still looks 2D, and so like it looks like the drawings, and it's not like trying to mimic the style, but like in 3D. So it just kind of looks off. It doesn't have that problem. I feel like Diary of a Wimpy Kid has that problem. Well, so you just can't beat the live action stuff, you know? The live action stuff was good. Hashtag not my Roderick. Um, I feel like I think when the style looks the best is when it mimics the 2D style. Not like in the 2D sequences, but like in the sequences when the head shape is like perfectly fine. They did like a little test CGI trailer a while ago when announcing it would come to Disney Plus. And it did that like flat 2D style, and I thought that looked better despite it being weird because it's like flesh colored. But it still looked better. And Riley's hair is weird because it's not like actual hair strands, kind of like, or like a hair texture clumped together like the Peanuts movie. Because like Peanuts movie, they did like the hair strands individually, but they were like actual like hair, but they were just formed like the shape that they usually are. No, it's just like a 3D model, like a stick. And so it kind of looks weird. Um, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not a fan of the new Garfield design. We're gonna talk about this. I'm not a fan of the new Garfield design. I'm not a fan of the voice. I think it's because in most of the Garfield designs, the ears are like the middle point of the ears are like touching the eyes. But in this, I think the head's too big and it looks too weird. Um, and I think that's my main problem with it, other than Chris Pratt. Because I'm not too invested in it, and I think Chris Pratt can kind of maybe be a good Garfield. I'm gonna be sick and tired of Chris Pratt, despite the fact that this is basically another 2012 or 2014 when Chris Pratt was also in everything. Like Lego Movie, Jurassic World. There were other movies he was in at the time, right? I swear there were more movies he was in at the time. Chris Pratt's just everywhere. Like he wasn't in anything for a decent amount of time, and I guess it's either for this or because of his divorce or just everything else. Well, so we're gonna um I think if I'm very hesitant about a lot of those movies, like, oh, here's Garfield, like here's Mario. I think the only like movie I that hasn't we haven't heard much about, but I'm kind of well, we've heard a decent amount about it through the leaks and stuff, but I'm decently excited for is the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which is weird to say because I feel like a more casual person would be like, live action Sonic, or like a casual video game fan would be like, live action CGI Sonic the Hedgehog, and you're excited about that and not the animated Mario movie. Uh, the animated Mario movie is its Illumination, and unless they decide to put a smidge more effort than they usually do into their movies, I'm not gonna be excited. Um, which they might, honestly. I feel like Nintendo's too protective of their property to where they're like, they wouldn't fuck it up that much, right? It's probably gonna do well box office wise to the point where they make movies. That's what Illumination does best. Getting people to go see their movie, which is a shame because people shouldn't see their movies and should demand them to make better movies before they go to see them. But you know what? Whatever. They should try like they did the first Despicable Me. Because that was their strategy. Try with the first Despicable Me. And then be as marketable as possible. Which is why the Minions were born. I think my biggest fear is that the Goombas, or whatever, is going to be the equivalent of the Minions in the Mario movie. If they can go that entire movie without having an equivalent of the Minions, I'll give them a round of applause. But I think what I'm excited for the Sonic movie is the first one was pretty good. I mean, obviously, it wasn't to my a complete liking, and it wouldn't have been as good if they had used the original take where it took itself a bit more seriously. I think them going for the more comedic base and fun base was a better idea. Despite the fact that I like my shonen type Sonic stories. Like Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Adventure to Sonic and the Black Knight type of deal. But I think it was still good. I get what they were going for, and like the first movie doesn't really delve deep into the lore and just gets you used to Sonic and Eggman, Robotnik, and they do a good job of that, you know? But I'm excited for the sequel because they're basically getting more lore stuff, and they got Tyson Hess and all that stuff in it, working on it, and so I'm very excited. If you don't know who the fuck Tyson Hess is, he's the guy who fucking redesigned Sonic. I hope that it leads to. I hope that I would love it. Because I know at least they're loosely going based off the games. I think that this next movie is going to be more Sonic 3 based than Sonic 2 based for the most part. Sonic 3 or Sonic CD. Because I feel like Metal Sonic's going to be in it. But it's going to be that. And then I feel like the second movie, there's going to be a post-credit scene or something. And they're going to have Shadow in it. Unless they have Shadow in this one. My guess, because I've seen some of the leaks, so I was piecing it together, and I was kind of like, are they going to put Shadow in it? And the more I thought about it after all the leaks were done and over with, I was like, no, they're not going to put Shadow in it. If anything, it's going to be like an after-credit scene. And then it's going to lead into the next movie, which will have Shadow. And I hope that it's more of an SA2, like, or an SA1 type thing. Or it's its own story, you know? But I hope it sort of leads into the monster of the week type thing that Sonic does. Like, kind of leads in it to, like show murals like Sonic Adventure did. With, like, the temple manuscript showing chaos and stuff. Otherwise, it's going to be just weird, and the general audience is going to be like, "Why the fuck are there giant monsters?" And meanwhile, us Sonic fans are going to be like, "First time? Yeah, this is normal." if they get more than 3 movies, I hope that they go. Actually, I hope the first 3 movies are at least no monsters, and then the fourth one's monsters. And I feel like that'll be like a people like after the original trilogy, they started to slope off hills and giant monsters. What? It'll be annoying to hear about, but it's like to me it's like that's a good movie. It makes sense. Um I hope they do if they start doing like game adaptations, I hope they don't do current games. And by God, do I hope they do a Sonic 06 type story with Mephiles and Iblis and Silver. Like a time traveling story. And they fight the equivalent of God. Oh my God. Sonic 06 is such a weird story, but I kind of love it. And everyone else finds it confusing. Or convoluted. I don't know. It's either confused or convoluted. I love it. It's such a. It's such a good Sonic story. I wouldn't. In terms of gameplay, I wouldn't recommend it as a jumping in point. And as a story basis, I also wouldn't recommend it as a story jumping basis. Um, I'd recommend something more like Adventure or Unleashed, I guess. Yeah, maybe Unleashed is better. Slash Black Knight. It's hard, because, like, well, alright, play Colors first. Because that is a more better version of the boost formula. Well, actually, Generations. Play Generations. That's a better version of the boost formula. It being on the Wii, I guess, is kind of weird. I mean, there's Ultimate now, so. Generations are Ultimate. Play either one. Get a good for a boost formula. Go to Unleashed. You might feel like it's a bit odd in certain areas, like the drift. But that's just because it was like one of the first boost games on console. Not the first boost game in general, though. That title has to go to Sonic Rush on the DS. Which is cool and interesting. You wouldn't expect the place where this game style that basically like defines the generation of Sonic to have originated from a handheld, but it's kind of cool. So you got that. Then go to Unleashed because you also got it's like both the it's Sonic the Black and Sonic Unleashed is like the split. No pun intended of like the split between night and day. It is the culmination of the old style of storytelling before Sonic Colors, but with the new gameplay style from there onwards from like Colors and Generations, and like that's where it started. But it also has like the add in a it also has the old style of add in a new gameplay style to add more variety and also to make the game slightly longer. It has that mentality, which is why the Werehog there. Some people hate the Werehog. I like the Werehog. I don't think the Werehog is as bad as people like my girlfriend will make it out to be. I think it is a good beat 'em up style gameplay. I think it is a case of if you it can be very button mashy, but at the same time it's like if you mash the buttons, then that's kind of just your choosing to do. I mean, yeah, it works, but it's like it is quicker to it is 10 times more quicker and more efficient to learn the button combos than it is to do like the different combos and stuff than it is to button mash. Like, yeah, you can get away with button mashing, but it is in no way the quickest way possible to do it. And you probably won't get as good of a rank. So it's like, can you really say it's a negative when you're the one choosing to button mash, I guess? Damn, Tommy's taking his sweet time. It has been way past 2 hours since he put that message out there. Is Tommy like. Does Tommy not. What am I trying to say? Something, something. I don't know. Hopefully Tommy doesn't cheapen out on us and doesn't give us our maid stream that we earned so diligently. I think if I ever do get to a point, which probably won't be anytime soon, because I gotta stream 7 different days of the week, which means I think all I got left to do is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I go out to my girlfriend's on the weekend, so I'd probably have to find a time where it's like, oh, I can't go over or whatever. What? What are you talking about? What were we talking about for a second? I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh, phone vibration. Oh, Tommy's live. Alright. Well, I guess that's the end of our stream. Tommy has gone live, and I really do not want to miss the maid outfit. Speaking of which, I should probably load it up. We're gonna raid him. We're gonna raid Tommy, though. We are raiding Tommy. /raid Tommy 6. Raid.